Hey guys, it's DJ back with another Mechanic Monday video from 701 Cycle and Sport. Today I want to show you guys the new Burton Step-On system. I shouldn't say new, it's been out for a couple years now. First thing I want to talk about is I want to just have you forget about any of the old systems, any of the old step-ins, clickers, whatever they called them back in the day. I know there was some frustration with those. Some people loved them, some people hated them. This is completely different though. So I want you to forget about the old systems and we're going to show you what they look like nowadays. So real quick here, there's a lever on all three of these. We've got a men's setup, women's and kids. This lever flips up and then you step out. So the main point of engagement here on all of these is this cleat system and the heel. This is what's locking into the back of the binding right there, similar to like a bicycle cleat and pedal. Same concept, just works a little bit different. And then as well on the front, on the toe, each side of the boot, you have some cleats right there for the binding up front. So really locks you in nice and secure. You actually get some really nice engagement and reaction time from heel to toe, is instead of your foot pushing against a strap and that's pulling the binding, when you lean forward, the back of the boot and the binding is going to pull forward. So it's a small difference, but it does have a really nice natural feel to it. There's also a couple differences in the boots here. You'll notice on this one that I just pulled out, there is a strap on the boot. It kind of looks like a normal binding strap, but it's actually on the boot to give you a little bit better heel lock in your boot, and just that feeling, if you do like the feeling of a binding strap over top of your foot, this will still give you that same feeling and then just a little bit more stiffness. I actually really like my setup that I have the swath boot that doesn't have that strap. It's similar to this one. Mine has a double boa, but I really enjoy not having that strap on top of my foot. It relieves a lot of pressure and it's just a lot more comfortable in my opinion. That's how I like to ride. Going from there, couple of things to think about if you are considering a step-on binding and boot system. One, these boots and bindings are a system. You cannot use this boot in a regular strap binding. You can't use a regular boot with this binding, obviously, because they're built to work together. They're also built to work, they're size specific. Just like a normal boot and binding, you can kind of fudge those with straps, so where you can make straps bigger or smaller. On these bindings, and they'll have the chart on there, it's going to tell you what size boots work with what size binding, so make sure you pay attention to that. And then last thing would be couple scenarios that you might want to steer away from this setup. If you're thinking about doing like backcountry riding, deep powder, or split boarding, probably don't want to go this route. Anything else, honestly, I would say this is the way to go. This is becoming super popular system. Burton's done a great job. They did a lot of research and R&D on this before they even released it, and it's been several years. They've had a couple iterations on the bindings and boots now. You can even get 3 different bindings. They came out with one originally, and now you have 3 options. You have your base model, just your regular binding. Then you go up to the Genesis, which has a little bit of more support on the high back, a little spring system. And you have the X here. This is going to involve some carbon fiber material in it to make it a bit stiffer. And then they keep expanding their boot ranges, releasing new boots every year to fit with a step-on system. There's also other companies out there now who have gotten the rights to make step-on boots. You can look at DC, and there's another one that just came out, I forget, but there's one more out there. You can look it up. It's a great system, guys, women, and kids. We have them all in stock right now, plenty in stock, so make sure you come check them out. Ask us questions, whatever you want. You want to try them on, step into it. It's a little weird at first, but once you get on the hill and you're leaving your buddies behind you who are strapping in, it's a pretty sweet feeling. So if you have any questions about Burton Step-Ons, feel free to comment in the video below. or give us a call, email, however you want, and we'd be happy to help you with that. Well, you guys have a good one.